Oh, right. That ends. Whoops. Monday already, so let's talk about some big robots. Let's hang out, talk some. I don't know. I should probably go into this with a plan, but that sounds like work. No, it's Monday. I'm gonna talk about some big robot stuff. So that sounds like the fun stuff as I knock everything over my bed, my desk. Oh, well, things are doing pretty good here. Down at Mechpit HQ. Uh, it's not going too bad here. And hey, what up, DJ Roddy G? Welcome. I've had a pretty good week, all things considered, and then of course some unfortunate things happen along the way. Like, I wonder if this will show up on here. Like, I was going to go hang out with some buddies and do something last week. Oh yeah, there we go. And then like I dropped my phone, and now like the keyboard is completely shattered now, so I can't even like type my phone. Oh, but that's the way things go sometimes. But I've I've got like a new I've got a new I've got a repair coming up for that tomorrow, so that's gonna be fine. But it just means I can't really use my phone for a day. But isn't that how things always go? No matter. None of this is any of the boring stuff. And oh, is that so? He just had his Ogon repaired too. Ooh, I'm assuming you mean phone. Yeah, that's what the heck's that bug up there? Ah. Yeah, no, it's just that time of year, and I had tried to go to the phone shop to get it replaced, and they're telling me like, well, since Samsung's in the process of shifting over to this new model phone, the S24 or Galaxy whatever 24, they've got nothing. So I could trade it in for an upgrade, and I'm due for one. So what the heck? Let's go ahead and go the upgrade route. But again, this is how things go. Let's see. So tonight I do have a little bit of stuff I can actually show off, since I got to do something a little bit on theme. And unfortunately, I guess I'm going to start with a little bit of bad news. I just barely caught this article as I was kind of going live, doing a little bit of planning ahead here. So without further ado, unfortunately, it would seem as though one of the big reasons to want to go over to Japan is unfortunately shutting down. I think I want to go see some Gundams. I think we all want to go see some Gundams, but apparently, like, the Gundam factory looks like it's shutting down. So let's take a look at this. Can I? Yeah, that's good. Last chance to visit the Gundam factory in Japan before it closes in March. So get those tickets ready. Let's go. In 2020, the Gundam factory in Yokohama, Japan unveiled the world's tallest robot. Not only does the 60-foot tall machine tower over the crowds of people that flock to see it, but it's also capable of movement. Or as much as that movement actually is. Because it's still very rigid and tied to the frame itself. But it looks cool, nevertheless. And it will be closing in March of 2024. Which, again, that would have been nice to see. But, this is how these things go sometimes. The massive model we recognize Gundam fans, Mobile Suit Gundam, yada yada yada. The one constructed in Yokohama was an amazing realistic copy. This movie, flashing LED lights. Oh, that's not bad. And then it looks like the tickets to go see it are like $11.50. Huh. I mean, Like I can only imagine like I can only imagine they have to go and like have a special like Gundam like graveyard where they put all the parts or something. I'm like, no, what can we like go to the same place? We could just put it together back together. We could like put it next to like the Killdozer shrine. Cause like I think we need like the Gundam and the Killdozer and then the Gundam Dozer. There we go. That's a better shot of it. It's I mean, unfortunately, like it's a good start for this whole thing, and I want to see him get more inside the actual like suit itself. But so much of this like behind the scenes is necessary for this thing to move. It's that pie in the sky idea that's I'm wishing that like we could get to one day because we need some robots. We need some big robots, and I want some Gundams. And then yeah, we've got video of it, but I'm not gonna. I don't know if I should play their video. Yeah, what the heck? Let me check this out real quick. Oh, it's an 8-minute video. All right, let me pull this up. Whoa, whoa, hitting the wrong buttons. Just to show off a little bit of this, like I love the details. Like that's the first thing immediately before anything else. Number one. All right, we'll fast forward a little bit here. All right, so we got to have the all the scaffolding step away, and I wonder if people actually can walk if they actually have people on there because it'd be kind of neat. I mean, we got this guy up here, so okay, this thing was pretty cool, but I gotta jump around a little bit. And hey there, Vince. Welcome, welcome. We're just kind of taking a moment to sort of mourn the loss of the upcoming loss of the Gundam statue in the Gundam factory, which is which was one of those like bucket list ideas I would have sure loved to have gone and done. But I mean, knowing Japan, there'll probably be about 3 or 4 more Gundam statues that will have come and gone before I get a chance to finally get there in person. I don't know, maybe they'll go ahead and get like the wing statue out, or we'll see like the oh god, I would love to have the G, just like doing give you a strike me a victory pose, the burning finger, something for like the anniversary. That would be pretty cool. But I suspect they'd probably just opt for the wing. Okay, let's get a little bit of the walking. Okay, I better mute that to be safe. Oh, it's so cool though. I want to. Do we? All right, let's skip ahead a little bit here, and we'll just get a little bit of sound in there too. Oh, I want to see it so bad. Fly, Gundam. Oh god, I remember that episode. and then out of nowhere, it just jumps and actually flies off into the sky. It's lit up. Why is it looking at me? I don't like where this is going. No. No, no. Let me send a message real quick. And unfortunately, that's about it for the good old Gundam statue, because at the end of the day, this is about as far as we're currently capable of with these things. And I, and Gundam, I sure salute you. I'm gonna miss you. I think we're all gonna miss having this amazing statue that made so many people upset in all the right ways. Yeah, by the way, in case anyone does not know, like, this statue angered all the right people on social media, by the by. Like, oh my gosh, I wonder if I can find this, because like you had Twitter Puritans like upset over this as like a waste of funds. Like, oh, how could you spend this money on this Gundam statue? That could have gone towards like making the world a better place. And it was like, guys, no, like this was like a private project for a company. This wasn't like the government. This wasn't like some government like waste of funds or something silly like that. And it's because it's white. Oh, they would have lost. They would have lost it if it was going to be the white base. Hang on? Let me look this up. Did Bounding into Comics do this? Because like now I'm thinking about this. I gotta go find an article on this real quick. Because yeah, this was like one of those ridiculous, freakouts people had so many years ago. That unfortunately has kind of gone on to be forgotten. Maybe Gundam statue. Gundam statue, Guild Wars. I have to do a little more digging, but I don't have enough time for that. But yeah, that was a thing, and I want to say this was like 2019 was when all that happened. But alas, we shall not be seeing. Well, we'll probably see some more freakouts come. The next statue go up. And then then the best part is the localizers will go ahead and go poorly dub over it too. Because we got one, we might as well throw them all in. And that's just the unfortunate thing. But that's how these things go. So then, it would seem, just to kind of bring things up a little bit, it would seem like the latest of we do have with this current anime season, we have one at least fairly popular. We have one popular mecha series, which is Bang Brave Bravin, which I was trying to check out for a while, and I only just found out that it is now currently available over on Crunchyroll. I guess that one took a little bit of time. And it started with like traditional sort of giant, it's with like tanks and kind of more tank based mechs. Then we got the super robots dropped in, and this one will look like it was getting a little controversy of its own because they wound up bringing in a gay romance into it with, I think, someone, the pilot falling in love with his mech. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this. I need to go check this out for myself because oh oh see, that's the thing. Like unicorn, unicorn, I think is good, but at the end of the day, I don't really remember a ton of unicorn. And Vince, this is like the original. Like this is like the the subtitles. This I'm assuming is part of the show itself because I haven't seen anyone complain about the localization yet or the translation. So this one might be actually just kind of baked into it from the get go. Audrey Byrne is is I'm assuming Audrey Byrne is one of the localizers that oh okay, okay, that's from yeah, Unicorn. Unicorn had some cool visual elements to it, like the what was it, the Torrington Bay battle is fantastic, and there's a great AMV out there that uses a bunch of that footage from that. But that was effectively just like all these remnants of Xeon just rising up, like guys who like 25 years plus removed from the 1 year war, rising up to go out and get and rise up with all these old mechs to go and finish the fight. Like it's a great battle. Then they kind of drop in some like giant Psycho Gundam nonsense, and then like they kind of fly off into space. And it gets weird. I'm like, I think I like this. I'd have to go and probably rewatch it, but it might be for another day. Yeah, sleeps. Oh, okay. Let me. What was that? The see, sleeves, faction introducing Gundam Unicorn. You are hating on this, huh? Yeah, it's dude. La Place Box. It's just like the weirdest thing they could have thought up just to justify like. Oh my god! It was. I I don't know why whoever thought this was needed. Like, hey, let's create a hypothetical like what if about like if humans evolve in space, they deserve rights. Like, look, I get what you're going for with this here, but this is just like a needlessly complicated idea that we really don't need. Like, Jesus, what were they thinking? Hey, let me pull up the text of this thing. Well, then again, maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much because that does get a little. I mean, I've already kind of talked about it far too much already. Like I said, it's silly, it's nonsense, and it was supposedly a reason for why we had to go and like drop a bunch of people into space. I don't, I don't know why. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, and hey there, Timotheos. Gundam. Yes. So do I have a Gundam near me? No, but I got Thundercracker. which, by the way, if anyone has not checked out yet the ongoing Energon Universe comics from, what was it, Skybound or not Sky, through Image, there is a brand new like run of comics coming right out through Image that is well worth your time. Right now it's only about 4 issues in for the proper Transformers series, but my god, the twists and turns that are coming out have me like on the edge of my seat looking forward to every single issue. And I can't wait for the next issues. Like, it's Gundam. Hang on, I don't think I have that quite that clip, but what do I have here?
Let's get things started. Gundam fight all set. Ready? Go!
Good enough for me. Oh yeah. Let's just take it and prove it elsewhere. I love that. I love the clip. I love that show, and I think we need more like giant robot racism, because really, like, I think we can all agree that like Space Canada is terrible. We got a little bit of noise here, so I gotta mute it briefly just to kind of help. All right, cool. Sounds good. Just sorry about that, guys. I just had a little extra noise here I wanted to kind of cut out. Unfortunately, it means I have these little brief silent bursts, and it's, yeah. But let's see, what else do I have here? Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I think a lot of people are gonna tend to collaborate towards one series or another. Like I don't think there's a whole lot of people that are going to be big fans of the SD Gundam series that we got in the States, which definitely has its criticisms for a lot of people because they didn't like how kiddish it is. Do I have a photo from this? Oh, it was Gundam Force. That's it. With Captain Gundam. And I remember just kind of watching it when it was on, like Toonami and that. But here, let me. As it's like, oh, Captain Gundam's gonna go be friends with like some kid. Yeah, it's sort of it's one of the like litmus test series for people when we got saying like, oh, I like Gundam, I like all the Gundam. It's like, ooh, this it's kind of hard to make a case for, but it's sort of the low hanging fruit out there that people just kind of like, we don't talk about this. We're just gonna leave this one here. I apologize. I had a weird nose thing, but anyway, what's going on, guys? What do you guys want to talk about? Because I've still got some little preview images from like the upcoming Sentai series. If you want to check out that a little bit. Let me see. Viking Gundam, Windmill Gundam, so they are the best. Everyone wants like the Viking Gundam, like the Norway and the Holland Gundam, the Dutch Gundam. And then, of course, we can't forget our patron saint, Tequila Gundam. Hallowed be thy sombrero. Yeah, no, and build was fun because it was. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a more overt intent to try to sell the model kits, but they at least went and put out supporting things with them, like, yeah, we'll give you the stuff to this. We're gonna make a show all about making custom Gundam kits, and then we're also gonna go put out like accessory packs. So, do you want to be able to give it like some different skirting? Do you want to give it like different guns? yeah, that's awesome. I want to do all these things. And then, hey, let's put some paint out. I want to paint this thing blue, or I want to make this thing like a purple effects. Yeah, we need something. We need something here. Yes, yes, yes. And we gotta have like a little tiny bear Gundam, or we gotta give our Gundam like a little tiny bear backpack, and we can run around. We have this little adorable like thing that people want to have. The okay. Can I find a? I wonder if I can find this thing real quick. I wonder if I can find like a decent image, different like image of the Tequila Gundam. I just gotta keep in the background here because we need to always keep the Tequila Gundam in our hearts and on the stream. So let me. Oh, what the heck? Nothing really good enough. I will work on this, and I will have like a tequila Gundam on here for like next week, and then we'll just kind of keep him over here, and like we'll just kind of like I don't know, feed him tequila, or maybe we'll go off course. And instead of feed him tequila, we'll give him gin. The tequila Gundam gets gin. Just cover. Actually, and the thing was like, wait, no. Canada's Gundam was the lumberjack, and I think he had like a pet bear. Like, I think so. I gotta look this up now. I gotta look this up now. Holy, it was actually, it was called the Lumber Gundam. How do I not know this? Let's see, did he have a bear? Maybe I'm just imagining he had like a pet bear. You know, revenge. Maybe I'm just picturing it, but like I could have sworn like the lumber. Let's. I'm not just gonna nonsense. It's like here you go. This is a teeny tiny thing, but there we go. This is your lumber Gundam. Oh, and come on, like I gotta say, as far as like with this design, this is like a maybe we should do this as a bit. Maybe we should just sit down and like rate Gundams, and we'll just like scale. That could be a good idea. All right, so I'm gonna say, as far as representative of Canada, this is gonna be about. This is gonna be about a 5 out of 10 because at the end of the day, I'm disappointed this didn't go over the top, way over the top with it. Like, why isn't he wearing like a toque? Why is he not wearing flannel? Yes, he's got axes, and if he's a lumberjack, that makes sense. But like, you got to have some like red and black checker flannel, and he's got to make sure he's got the proper accent. Then I know. Maybe we'll get some. Maybe we'll make sure he gets some poutine in him. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 This is an absolute 5 out of 10 design. They could have gone harder on Canada, and they didn't. Like, I guess like so I guess at the end of the day, this is one where I think Japan all owes an apology to Canada. It's such a poor design that that Canadians are getting apologized to. I don't know what to say here. This one disappoints me. Oh, dude. Yes, like honestly, DJ Ronnie, you got to learn to just kind of sit back and go with it. it's and just accept it for what it is. It is over the top. We are gonna have big macho men screaming their heads off as they are like in a motion tracker cockpit. So when they throw punches, they can do that. In fact, we gotta be so lean so into this. The horse gets a Gundam. I shit you not. Horse Gundam. I think it's like the Funsaki. Oh, oh no. Just just don't tell White Horse about this. We can't let him know that like he can have a big robot. This can never make it back to the Cotton Council, folks. I don't know if we can handle the horses getting robots. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Let's see. Tag me in a post on Nick's Gilded. Yes, that is a great battle. It's just such a shame that it's so short lived. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking I need to go and just go back and revisit this series because it is so much fun and everyone is over the top. And that's what's to love about it because we kind of play at the stereotypes. In fact, we got to make sure that like the Zulus get their own Gundam. And instead of kind of zebra stripes, like Leotard is like, did you skin a zebra Gundam? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, we're just gonna build a zebra Gundam, and then we're gonna kill it, and then we're gonna skin it, then we're gonna put that zebra zebra skin, zebra Gundam skin on the other Gundam, and he's gonna have a spear, presumably to Chuck. And that's the Zulu Gundam. I love it though. I love them all. They're all like they're all just beloved children. Hey, why is this not on here? Am I pulling? Was it like? Why is it? I'm looking at pull up like other franchises. Was it from like Kenya? I don't know. And like I'm starting to go off on a tangent here about thinking about like the the one like one or two of the African Gundams we got. Let me see here. Saw a version where a Japanese girl made a strawberry cake version of a horse model. I can totally believe that. I totally believe that. It's cute, and if you can make it cute enough, it would absolutely do some numbers. I could see people doing that. I wouldn't mind a Gundam cake. What do we have for Gundam cakes? Now I'm kind of hungry, and this one might be the best one. We'll just we'll go ahead and pull up Reddit to actually give someone their just desserts. Huh? Huh? I've been a cake decorator for 7 years now, and I finally got to make a Gundam order. And this is a work of art, if I ever saw one. Oh wait, we didn't share the tab. I love everything about this. I love just like the little cherry blossoms. The art. Like even those little yellow bits are sticking out. This is super impressive. Let's see. Peace is nothing but a result of war. War is a result of peace. Take this, my love, my anger, and all of my calories. I came here to laugh at you. This is no Zaku, boy. No Zaku at all. We need something. I gotta clip something for our good boy Ron Morel because he is like the best 35-year-old who looks like he has lived a hard life. Let me see here. Oh, dude, Vince, that's amazing. Let me pull this up. Thank you, Vince. Here, let me. Dude, let me zoom in on this. Oh my god, I love the extra little bits, the wings in there. Uh, the arms are kind of silly. I'm all here for it. And the only thing is like I don't want to eat it. Like I would want to like put it in like a little case and like put it on display. So I think I would have to instead like build a Gundam kit and then sit it on top of a cake and make that just like the decoration. Or I don't know, go for like a cake diorama with like a Gundam or two and like destroying like a what would be a good city? Like I don't know, maybe some like granola bars and kind of build it or whatever. Happy 30th birthday, T Chip. Happy birthday to you and thank you for getting this having this delicious cake for us. What do you I kind of like he's got his face on him. Like it looks kind of like the Aerotech or the Veritech from Robotech. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that helmet. It's not a bad vibe. But yeah, but Vince, oh shit, you got more, dude. Let me see here. Let me zoom out. And yeah, I actually I do have a gilded. I just haven't really bothered setting it up yet. And maybe we'll work on that in the upcoming weeks. But I think it's kind of better to kind of work on having having a couple of smaller group a couple of groups to help better focus things rather than having us too spread out. So maybe I'll talk with Nick about trying to kind of leverage. No, that's just, I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, this is yeah, we it's kind of wanting to come together. We don't want to like spread everyone out too far because otherwise it's just everyone is spread out like sand in the wind. But then again, we all get to come together for cake. Wait. Oh yeah, I do see the Macross style head. What's Robotech? Totally never heard of it. Oh, you. Oh, actually, speaking of, and maybe I'll bring that up. A little pin in that thought for Robotech. Uh, I like the cake. It looks more like a plushie though. Like you could almost get this like stuff with like with Cushing to and then kind of have it at the end of like the couch or something. Like it doesn't look like a cake. It looks like it's cotton. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they made a bad cake. I'm just saying like it. I'm actually kind of complimenting them because it looks like it's is made out of like a cave like material. Yeah. Happy birthday! By the way, happy birthday, Jack. You will give you a little drink for that. So I mentioned actually just to kind of taken off cake for a moment because over in Japan, meanwhile, they have the robot. They have a little Super Sentai series going on, and while the current series, Sentai King Ozier is starting to wind down, it's getting to be about around the I think about episode 45 or so. These tend to go for about 50 episodes for a year, so they'll get in about an episode a week. And over the last couple of weeks, we've been getting some teases for the next series. And here, let me pull up what the Ozier team looks like. Which I like the looks of what they're doing with King Ozier, and it's got this whole thing going on where like they're all kings of these nations fighting for their people. And yes, we'll go ahead and use IMDb. It always annoys you how they have to have all the banner stuff to it, but I kind of get it. And anyway, so it's got this like kind of bug theme going on with it, and it looks pretty cool. So here we are about episode roughly 45, 46, somewhere right in there. Meaning in about a month here about a month, a little over a month, we're going to have to pass that baton off to the next series. And well, I guess they decided to go with the silly route because we're going from these kind of sweet looking bug helmets. Can I actually pull up a better photos? No. Actually, let me pull that up. Can I actually zoom in on this? Yeah, we'll go with this. Yeah, they got a little bit of attitude to them. I like how the wings kind of bring out these like sunglass looks to them. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. 2 cars. Yes, so we got to have like the spoke of a wheel like in the helmet. I'm like, they better be like going big for the comedy aspect here because it looks like the Kamen Rider Drive just ran over their ass, and I don't know how to feel about this. It's just a dumb helmet design, but this is a series geared at like younger kids. Let's see. New Macross game goes. Oh, really? I will have to look that up. And yeah, that's it's kind of surprising that Tubi has quite a few of the Sentai series. I haven't really checked out a ton of the Sentai, and that's something I need to do a little bit more of. And you posted a meme. No, I haven't. I didn't see that. You'll have to tag me in it. But we've gotten about one of the little preview of it here, and it's so we at least see we can at least kind of see what the other couple of Rangers are gonna have for those spokes designs. And yeah, starting on March 3rd. So we'll have to see what this one's gonna look like here because I don't know, like I just started kind of delving into the Sentai with like the last 2 series, and Dawn Brothers was great. That was a good gateway for me to get into the Super Sentai, because it's like it had just kind of enough attitude to it, with Momotaro, with Don Momotaro just like screaming as like ah ha, 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 ha! And playing out a little bit of that mythology over there. So I'm like, I want to see where they're going with this. This is gonna be interesting. Then we get our King Osier with its different kings vibe, fighting for their people. All right, I'm kind of here for this. It's winning me over. I'm liking these guys. I don't know about this series though. I'm gonna have to wait and see what the first episode or so looks like, but maybe I don't know if I might skip it for a season. We'll have to see. Jigen pilot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to have that kit. But, sometimes not every sort of down the line mobile suit bunch of getting a kit. And that's just kind of the unfortunate thing sometimes. It's just they don't all get that love. Like, I'd like to get a Big Zam at some point, but as far as I know, they really haven't done much for those at all. Now, I did mention that there was something Macross here. And hang on, what do we have here? Oh, shows. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Vince. Yeah, it's the tire off of drive just comes down. Yep, that's basically what the helmet's looking like. I don't know. Maybe like the spokes will spin on it. That might. Oh no, I'm grasping for straws. I got nothing. Yeah, but I mean, it's not made for me. It's made for like, I don't know, 6-year-olds, and it's really ultimately that's what it is for. It's kids, little kids love cars. I've got a nephew. He is obsessed with trucks. So if you could put a series like that out for him, that might be able to be a good gateway to get him interested in like some of the Power Ranger stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, I was mentioning briefly Macross, and unfortunately, this campaign had just finished. But since I figured I'm kind of going down a list of like what do I have of it to talk about, we did recently get, and yeah, no, you're right, Vince. Turbo. Uh, just recently, what was the company that does these? Anyway, so we are getting a Blu-ray, like I think possibly 4K remaster of the Macross 2 Lovers Again movie. And that's something I just recently kind of started delving into. I got my box sets for Macross or Robotech, the Macross saga, and all three of those. And so I figured, since they're go ahead and starting to adapt some of these movies and put them out, I'm gonna go ahead and back it, check that out. But this is something to be on the lookout for, because these will wind up in shops. Let's see, it takes place within the solar system. 80 years have passed since the events of the Space War One, the UN Space Eves. We have syringed. Yeah, this is getting a Blu-ray transfer, but these tend to be a bit of a limited print run. So these are something you are going to want to pick up if you have that interest in Macross or Robotech Macross, whichever flavor of robot you want to have. And same thing with our previous anime Kickstarters. Macross 2, like I said, so this is unfortunately this is already funded. This is done. You're not gonna be able to pick this up like right now, but I'm sure that when this starts coming out again, I'll probably be streaming and I'll talk about it again then. So I'll be sure to give you guys a reminder on this project. But this is gonna be the 6 episodes of it with Japanese and English audio. Oh, dude, like I know, I get you. Min May singing, it's gonna end a war because it's a war crime. No, 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 no. We don't need to talk about Min May singing. Okay, so was the Japanese voice actress, or were the Japanese songs tolerable at least? Because now I'm curious about that. Should I swap over to the subtitle? Should I swap over to subs with it, or should I just kind of keep going with what I'm doing? Let's see, subs over. So hang on. Okay, so since I don't know a ton as much about it, I'm assuming they give her. It sounds like she has like a wider variety of songs she sings, and we're not just having her sing like one song over and over again to like be the thing that's gonna like save the world. Okay. Um, I guess I should also probably this is a whole topic I'm gonna go look into because I'm curious now, like just how different is the Japanese version? Because I understand that like they sort of kind of were putting it all together into like to make a plot out of it, but was that what the original intent was? Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I think I've got it. I just need to, sit down and watch it. But so many series to go through. There's so many. It's kind of a good problem to have. Like I'm currently, I started going through. Oh, what was the series? Let me pull up Annulus. What have I been watching lately? Okay. Japanese songs. Okay. Okay. I'll check it out. Let me see what what my Funimation disc have on them because I might go try it out to kind of compare compare and contrast the voice choices. Because Minmay aside, I do like some of the voices they have in it. And that's purely from the dubs. So maybe I ought to go ahead and compare it with the subtitled and see how it compares. Let's see. Yes. It depends your taste, but yes, I switch. Okay. All right. Yeah, I will give it a shot. So Robotech's heavily edited and altered. Sound effects might be better at times, but not the original. And that's kind of one of the things I've kind of worried about with it to an extent, because I want to know like how out there is it gonna be, or how much different is it like plot wise. Let's see. Let me read that real quick. Robotech is heavily edited and altered. Sound effects may be better at times, but not the original. And when you first found SDR Macross on Amazon Prime, you were blown away by how much more enjoyable it was. And I'm assuming that, and if I understand correctly, that's the original Japanese title, right? Because I'm pretty sure I think I'm following you here. Now, bear in mind, dubbed SDF Macross is not the same as Robotech. Okay, and I think that's gonna be interesting to look into for how the two compare and contrast. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. FC, SDF. We've got a version of it that has all the proper songs, language, tracks for the voice lines. Hmm. Okay, that's kind of a neat thing to have because you could effectively have like two different takes with the same story, these same elements, and then we can sit here and have the discussion of which is better here or there. Let's see, Super Dimension Fortress Macross is the original title. Okay, yeah, I've heard the title, and I just need to spend a little more time with it. But I also have to go catch up on One Piece. Any Mecha recommendations? Okay, so I'm always gonna recommend well, Gurren Lagann is an obvious one, but other than that, we're also talking Code Geass is another really popular one. Uh, as of last year, and should now be able to find this. Let me pull up Crunchyroll just to have. I'll pull up their website just to pull up a quick reference for it. The King of the Braves, Gal Gaigar, and holy fuck, I didn't realize it had a dub. Huh. Okay, apparently, yeah. Gal Gaigar has a dub. 50 episodes. I highly recommend it. With like the greatest, like freaking giant robot mech that has like that uses like basic tools to fight monsters. Um, though I will have to warn people. Yeah. By the way, seizure warnings. Like I'm like no epilepsy warnings because you're gonna get a lot of the red and blue flashing lights because this was still the like this was like a 97 series, so it was like right around the same time as like the Porygon episode from Pokemon. Like apparently no one thought that through. And also it's where I also get where's my clip? That's also where I get this from. And yes, it's awesome. Like we've got like a line and a fighter jet, some drillers and a train, all coming together to be like the greatest hero in the galaxy. Well recommended. Let me just just kind of pull up my Annie list real quick. And I gotta give a big thank you to to Brandon the anime guy for recommending this site to me. Annylist.co, just to where you can just for keeping track of what all's out for anime. And also because I like I personally I kind of like tracking what I've been doing and seeing what friends are doing. So hey, I just recently rewatched Howl's Moving Castle, and I've been watching Record of Lotus War, Mashle, Magic and Muscles. I'm all caught up on that. Oh, okay, Vince, trust me, this one is up there. If Timotheus was talking about Legend of Galactic Heroes, having these a lot of the Galactic Fleet battles and politics. Code Geass does that as well, but it's very Earth based, and we have our hero who's trying to like overthrow his father and take over the world is given this power to be able to give people absolute commands. And you know what? Let me see if I'm gonna take something here from the page of Brandon here, and give you a little taste of it. So we'll see if yeah yeah. So we'll go ahead and do this. Let me stop sharing this so I can pull up another tab here to show that off. Yeah. Oh, dude, I trust me, I'm right there with you. There's a couple reasons to enjoy it. It's called Gurren and Lagan and Yoko. But without further ado, yeah, we'll give you a little taste of Code Geass and why you need to watch this show.
Area 11. The defeated and once proud nation of Japan was rechristened with a mere number.
Unfortunately, my clever young friend, you have no future.
He mustn't die!
You shot her! Our orders were to bring her back alive if possible.
Which, by the way, episode 1, you're off to a great start. Like, by the way, we're just like killing like the anime protagonist girl, and who has weird powers popping up. Oh, did I mention the robots? Because yeah, we've got Mecha. So yeah, it's absolutely Ironcaster approved.
Oh well, nothing can be done about it now.
You don't want it to end here, do you?
What? How can this be happening?
Geass. The power
Oh
to
wait,
command others
this is anime.
to do absolutely anything.
I am Zero, the one who will crush the world, and the one who will recreate the world anew. As an Imperial princess, I'll fight to the last!
We have our contract. I promise to stay with you.
Tell me where Zero is now!
Is that all you got?
Protect Zero.
So our hero is given an ability to give anyone a command that they must follow. However, he can only do this one time. So that brings about, its own challenges, as you have a high school student being given this godlike power to now try to go out and overturn the world and undo the injustices that he sees. This is not your Shinji type heroes who is going to whine and moan about having to get in the robot. He's not going to have the PTSD from, oh my God, look at everything I've done, like Amuro has done. He doesn't need a Bright Noah slap. No. Our hero here is ready to go fuck some people up.
He's our last hope.
Are you embarking on the path of blood?
Dear God.
Get out of my way!
Did you think this was all just a game? Do you regret it?
Yes. The world is a game and people are mere pawns.
I need to get this. Unfortunately, this box set has been out of print for quite a while, quite a while, 7 years ago. But don't worry, guys. Crunchyroll has one. Yes. Yeah, no, he does not sit and mope like Shinji. Not at all. Oh, and here, let me help sell you guys on this, because one more reason why you really ought to. Well, we got a few reasons here, because we have some great mech designs that are kind of borrowing from a bit of Arthurian legend. And then of course we have some nice bunny girls. If you want to have a bit of plot. But what I am unfortunately talking about for box sets is this $550 collector's edition Blu-ray box set. I just want the series. Can we give me an affordable set. I don't need like a steamer trunk to be able to hold like a couple of discs. Can we just give me something reasonable? I think that's just simple to answer. I don't need a chess set. As nice as it is, I really don't need a chess set to be like my boy Lelouch or Suzaku. So yeah, we're kind of laying on a little thick with some of the angel motifs. It's cool. This is all I want. Can we just give me that? So let's do like an $80 box set. I'll happily pay that if I can get like the 2 seasons, the I think follow-up series, and this like Akiko of the Exiled. Give me everything all in one. I don't need a flash drive. I've got plenty. But that's about the only thing we have available for it, and it's at about its 10th anniversary too. Oh yeah, I remember Zone of the Enders. I remember renting, but actually, I think isn't it? I think they went and did like a re-release or a remaster or re-release, and it's currently available on like PC. So I'm pretty sure I got a copy of it on Steam right now, and yet I feel you there, Vince. Like PS2 actually PC is where it's at because you kind of have access to everything. I don't quite feel a need to go and get the whole new console. Here, let me drop a link in chat for that Annie list if you happen to want to sign up and follow me, and we can kind of nerd out over some anime. So yeah, let me pull up on Steam real quick just to kind of satiate that. Z. It's okay. The second runner. 4K and VR support on Steam. Experience of Zone of the Enders, the second runner. The Mars is a full-length remaster of the classic fast-paced 3D robot action game recreated in VR, native 4K, and in full surround sound. Released in 2018, it goes for about $30. Here, and I will show you what I'm looking at. Hey, Punk Waddle. No, we're still going right now. I just kind of little chit chat right now, and I just kind of I was just kind of rambling. So we've got really no real just no real goal at the moment. So we're just kind of talking about some big robot stuff, and I'm learning more. Like chats, like guys like Vince and Timothy's are helping me learn a bit more and proving that like I need to step my game up. Anyway, so I don't know if the sound will go through or not, but I will at least pull up that yes, Zone of the Enders, Second Runners is on Steam for about $30. And how are we looking for reviews on this? Let's see. Amazing. Oh, okay. Good game, bad port. Just couldn't get it to work. Game speed is too slow, half of what it should be, both the cutscenes and gameplay. L3R3 input on gamepad is not detected. Mainly button not detected. So you might want to possibly wait for a sale on this one. You have to use in the PS. But maybe it's just people upset that like they have to use a controller for it. So that might be all there is. It looks like it's not currently supported on the Steam Deck, so it's not optimized for it. It's a PC ported remaster version with optimal VR support. 5 out of 10 for difficulty. Has a lot of difficulty for any player. Follows after the OVA movie. Yeah, so this is okay. So people are mad because it didn't fix the target log. We got a few things here for it why it's being annoyed by people, but things that don't annoy people are punk waddle.
Hey, unless you're Shum, right? Okay.
So I have some bad news as I just recalled something earlier.
What's
And
that?
since you missed this earlier.
Mm.
One of our good puppet friends you see has a Gundam as well.
Uh-huh. Not where I thought you were going with that, but all right. Little classic G Gundam style, right?
Yeah, it's just kind of like we were starting to talk about a little bit of G Gundam, and we might have to one of these nights. I think we might have to sit down and do like a steal a little bit of a page from Maximilian Dude, and rank the G Gundam designs.
You know what? That's not a bad thing at all. Now, I was thinking about it. They also have that Barbados
Barbados.
Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbados. But the build fighter horse centaur one of him.
Oh right.
It's kind of hodgepodge repurpose of the parts and just adding more on. Not quite as horse exactly like as what you just showed, but yeah. I remember when they reprinted that horse and its rider, and it was all the rage a couple years ago. Everybody was trying to get their hands on that kit.
I remember seeing it popped up for a second, but I didn't get a chance to get it. I was sort of like not doing a ton of. I don't think I was doing a ton of like Mecha stuff at the time, so I just it sort of came and went.
Gotcha. Well, I'm a loser and haven't finished all of G Gundam, so there are some of the ones that I've learned later that are a part of G Gundam that they have kits that I just never bought or tried to work. Yeah, there you go.
It looks pretty good in black.
Yeah.
Though this is a kit I wouldn't mind painting white and then adding in like some like I don't know, going for like adding wings to.
Oh, yeah, and they do have some custom wings and some aftermarket stuff. As long as you get the 3mm hole, like some of the Gundam girls and Mecha Musume, I think USA Gundam had a couple of those just wing kits available too. I can see that.
Yeah, I think that did turn out pretty cool. Maybe get rid of the shoulder horns.
Yeah. No, pretty much. Yeah, because this isn't the same line as the play on the Death Scythe Hell that you were looking at, but the white one.
Yep. Actually, I'm pulled up the Amazon shop page, and there's my boy.
He's a beautiful boy.
The Live Lands Heaven, because we gotta like be complete opposite of Death Scythe Hell in that like in that alternately just as edgy way.
Yeah. In that I'm a junior hire, so I'm gonna name it the complete antithesis.
Yeah, I'm 14 and this is edgy.
Yeah, Edgelord, right up, yeah, this way.
Yeah, that's right. My favorite character is Shadow the Hedgehog.
But I have to say, since we're looking at these now, that I wasn't sure about the Gundam build fighters and the whole. Okay, so side note, half of these are recolors and half of these are completely retooled.
Yep.
Right. And I did get that red goof because it's a red goof. But the whole thing of you get a kit. Now, I don't know about these ones, but a lot of the Build Fighter stuff, you have all the plastic pretty much to make the original one, and then you had the additional and the new color to make the new version. So you could make a complete color swap of an old one, or you can make the new custom version, or you get fun parts that you can if you're somebody who scratch builds and custom things, you get some really awesome parts.
I see. I like the design of this. I like this ground type.
Yeah,
It's not bad. I like the extra accessories, the extra gun parts.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, the fact that we even get the backpack.
He's a recolor, right, of the ground Gundam, basically.
I believe so.
Yeah, he's one of the recolor, not the retooled. Which is nothing wrong with that. No shame.
I don't know how I feel about like this weirdo like.
Okay. Because I can't remember if this is a recolor or retool, but this is based on the 00 model, right?
Let's see, the Gundam Helios. You're probably right.
And I don't understand it at all.
Oh wait. Double satellite. Oh no, I'm thinking this is probably X. After Wars Gundam X.
Oh, DJ Ronnie G's in the house. Okay, he knows it. Well, he doesn't know everything, but
no, he knows everything. DJ Ronnie G does no wrong.
That's true. All right.
And Vince, it's okay to be wrong because like Duo was like the best pilot in the original series and Gundam Wing. He would have been the best pilot in the original Gundam too. But
was it Troy or Troa of the heavy arms?
Troa.
I mean, he was in a traveling circus, dude. He was pretty eclectic.
Yeah, that should be a bit like what your favorite Gundam Wing pilot says about you.
Okay.
Hero, you like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. It's Gundam X, which I have not watched yet, so I don't know the appeal of him.
Let's see, Troa, you wanted to run away and join the circus. Duo Maxwell, you've been drinking coffee a very long time. You probably shouldn't have been allowed that as a child. You were the kid who was making trades in class, like trading erasers for like, and basically becoming a capitalist as a small child.
Side hustle, selling the red candies for more because people would buy them. Yep. Okay.
Wu Fei, you hate women.
I think Wu Fei was homeschooled.
Yeah. No. Wu Fei listens to Andrew Tate.
Yep. But he never got the visuals in space. He just got the sound clips.
And then Quattro was like, oh, he didn't leave his mother's side until he's like 6 years old. He was always like the mother's kid.
Yeah.
He's the sensitive one.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think Quattro was more the homeschooled one. Just a mama's boy, yeah.
Oh no, Zex is like Zex is like 13. He's going through the emo phase.
I mean, he wears a mask. He probably would wear the jeans.
He's the theater kid.
Ironically, as opposed to the circus juggling clown kid. But yes. Zex is very much. I am in theater. Yeah.
I'm gonna go lament the violence as I'm forced to yet again murder countless thousands. The futility of war. And then Hiro Yui, you're just on a watch list already.
Yeah.
That is the kid who's not allowed to go near the class hamster.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just angry. Like, he's a firstborn. His parents don't understand how smart he is, or nobody understands, or somebody's, just he's very type A. He's very just probably a little OCD, Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Imperatus.
Yeah, that I have Afterward Gundam X. I need to go ahead and start it. But I'm already looking at a couple of like the 10 or 12 episode series on Crunchyroll that I might, for mech stuff, I might go ahead and start up first.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it's a series that happens to be in one of the most recent Super Robot Wars. So I might as well go ahead and knock that off my watch list.
Which one?
Oh, of course you'd ask me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, let me log in and see if I can at least remember the.
I mean, you can tell me later, but that would be if there's the 12 episode season or some mech stuff, I'd be down for watching it and chatting about it later if you want to do something like that.
So I've currently got 2 series I want to go check. I want to go kind of check out for kind of queued up.
Yeah.
One is called Knights and Magic. Well, actually, there's 3 series that might be worth doing. First is Knights and Magic. That is, I believe, it's maybe a 2015, 2016 series. So it's a couple years old. It's got a couple pretty good mech designs.
All right.
So plus you can kind of combine fantasy and sci-fi.
All right. All right.
And we will. The other one is currently that Brave Bang Bravin, which is it's on Crunchyroll, and I think there's currently 2 episodes out, so that one will be real easy to catch up on.
Okay, I really want to watch that one too because people weren't sure if where that was gonna go.
Yeah, it sounds like one just had a little bit of a delayed release, but it's now out.
All right. Yeah, I really, really want to watch that.
So this is your Knights of Magic. So we're gonna have that combination of the fantasy and the sci-fi and the mechs.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is Valrave the Liberator. Are kind of like the 3 series I'm kind of eyeing up.
Have not heard about the first and last one. Is Vandred also Mecha? Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then
let's see. Gundam X is okay, not great. Yeah, as long as it kind of does its job there, I guess I can't be too mad with it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Bud. I only know 3 Super Robot War series, a 4-part, a 12-part. Well, I mean, by and large, it's got a longer history as a crossover over video game franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good for kind of I see it as a decent enough sort of entryway franchise to go check out some other series because I wouldn't have checked out Knights of Magic until I wouldn't be willing to check out Knights of Magic until I happen to play Super Robot Wars. So do we have a list here of all the French? Okay, so yeah, we'll just kind of pull up an image here just to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Let me pull up my screen.
Okay. I was finding these writing them down so I could go check them out. because
Yeah.
they all sound very interesting.
So again, if you want to have your, you want to be able to just like take your favorite robots and take them into combat, Super Robot Wars is kind of perfect for that. In
Mhm.
some of the previous games, like they got Spike and Faye Valentine from like Cowboy Bebop, and like they're like the swordfish and their ships,
Mhm.
so you can go and take them into battle.
I need to look up which one I have. Because I picked up one. I think it has crossbows in it.
And yeah, no, Imperatives. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's useful for kind of dipping a toe in, getting to know the characters a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, I didn't realize there was an anime for it.
No, I did not know either, but that's awesome.
I mean, I'm kind of not surprised though. If one company has a few licenses, they could just put a series out, which in turn would help sell those other ones.
I think that's a guy from Gunsword. I saw him in that clip a second ago, and there's some other cool ones.
Let's see. So for example, this game currently has Combator V, Gundam, Zeta Gundam, Z MS variant, I think. Shar's Counterattack, MSV, V Gundam, NT, Heavy Metal Elgime, Brave Police J Decker, which is another great Brave series.
Mm-hmm.
I of course already talked tonight about Gao Gaigar, and I think it's absolutely worth a watch. Code Geass is in there, well worth the watch.
Oh yeah.
Getter Robo Armageddon, which I do not know, so that one is new for me.
I know of the name, but I haven't watched it.
Let's see, Mazinger Z, which is kind of the granddaddy of one of those like granddaddy of mecha franchises. Mazin Kaiser, which is kind of edgelord.
Yeah.
Magic Knight Ray Earth. Again, magical girls with big robots. Gunnex Sword is pretty good.
Yes, got that one.
Majestic Prince.
I've heard of it, and I know it's on. I want to say it's on High Dive, and there's a lot of episodes. I haven't really got to it, but I know it's on my watch list.
Of course, I just brought Knights of Magic. That's on my list right now.
Okay. And
then Gridman.
Okay.
Which, hey, if you want something like a little tokusatsu super robot stuff. And the thing is, this isn't even everything in here either, because there's also Ultraman.
Yeah. And that's just what? One of the games, because how many Super Robot War games are there versus the, I guess, show?
Like, oh geez, like maybe 10 or 15.
Yeah.
Hey, if I click on one of these, it's gonna tell me what's all in it, because let's see. So you get the Hainu, the Voltes V, a couple other mechs, Ryu, Ko-O, and Koryu-O.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff here that I'm not as familiar with. And yeah, this is Super Robot 30.
Okay.
Let's see. He's been in the process of building a third-party kit today.
Oh.
The in-era Trailblazers on new type, if you want to check it out. All right, yeah, let me pull this down. We'll pull that up.
Cool.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, I get real quick before I even go any further. Let me just show off like the homepage for right now. Like, look how there. Let me go back. Look how pretty that is. That's a presentation.
What brand is that?
Let's click on it and find out.
Because I know Display is red. Yep.
Display.
Yeah. That's some really
This
cool
is their new tool set.
Okay. I want.
And then, all right, so let's see. Precision Mini Vice. Limited edition You're the Dragon single blade nipper. You're the Dragon leather protective cover for nippers. a dual-sided broad edge brooch with magnetic caps,
Yeah.
so you get a nice little pin.
Oh,
A dust brush
helpful.
and aluminum alloy hand drill with
Hey.
10 tungsten drill bits. You get five acrylic sanding boards, sandpaper not included,
Oh, well,
and then just because a medallion.
yeah. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know if I need the Year and the Dragon stuff, but Display makes some good tools, and they've got good reviews from people like Zachary Elias. I think it's a Gunpla has done some reviews on some of their stuff too, and yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, so this is like you're talking about in Paris, because yeah, this I like the coloring on this. I mean, obviously this could be like professionally painted up, but this makes me want to get the spray paint.
Ooh, yeah. That sounds heartbreaking, Imperatus. If he broke his god hands.
Oh, were they god hands?
That's what he says in chat. Yeah.
Oh.
I got a pair
I double did it.
Yeah.
I double did it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel for you though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't like sanding it, and I don't paint yet much, so I understand, but number removal, the those single-sided nippers like the God Hands or something like that, just how smooth that is, and then just a little sanding and a little filing, buff it out. It just makes the process real easy.
So and so far I've gotten to a point where when I am using my nippers to kind of go through and kind of clean it down, and I am sanding, but I'm like always kind of worried, like, am I sanding this the right way? Like at the end of the day, it's ultimately like, yeah, if it's good enough for me, then yeah, I'm doing it right. But
well,
it's about kind of wanting that results.
Yeah, early on I realized that when I would sand it down too much, say when it wasn't clipped together, I'd realize that I really divoted out one side, and I was like, oh, that's bad. So maybe don't do that. Like some of the glass files are nice because they don't dig any deeper, right? They'll cut the nub, but they won't, unless you do it at the right angle on an edge, they won't cut into as bad as say you're trying to clean up with a hobby knife or sanding too hard. Ooh, undergated. That's awesome.
No stickers for colors, just metallic foils and water slides. Huh. That's another thing I gotta try out sometime. I gotta get a kit with water slides. I remember like with my dad having like an F-15 jet.
Okay.
And we had gone and done that with those.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like when I was like 6 or 7. So basically he did it all, and I was there to kind of play with the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have some water slides, and I remember buying some of the Bandai water slides when they were on sale. Some good markings, because I think the only stickers I've ever really used are the eye stickers. And on the very first kit I built was my HG Blue Astray, right, with the bazooka.
Mm-hmm.
I put the sticker on the shield, and I was like, that looks like trash. But he was my first, so I let it be.
So I had one other little bit of news here that kind of came up, which isn't Gunpla related, but maybe it might be worth the kind of it might be worth having a second opinion on this.
Okay.
So we like big robots here.
Yeah.
And we like it when those big robots transform.
Mm-hmm.
And we also like it when the toy transforms.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this.
Is it more than meets the eye?
Oh, you've played this game before.
I've heard of things.
So coming from cybertron.com is a little bit of a news story about some possibly leaked
Oh.
collaborations.
Okay.
Now, Hasbro has done a series of these crossovers in the past, and they've been a lot of fun ones. We got the Ecto 1. We got, I think we got the Top Gun. We got the Top Gun jet as one.
Oh,
We got the X-Men as the X-Men's Black Hawk as one.
Yeah, now I know exactly what we're talking about. Okay.
And so there's talk about a couple of kind of code names brought up that seem to suggest a couple of potential collaborations in the works.
All right.
Oh, we also just got recently Dracula and Frankenstein 2.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So the first one is TRA Gen collab Project Knight. And if we're talking about collaborations with the word Knight in it, I'm thinking David Hasselhoff.
Oh,
I'm thinking a little Knight Rider.
I was thinking that or Dark Knight, like a Batmobile.
Oh, actually, that might not be. Actually, since you mentioned that, might be a really good choice too.
Mm-hmm.
As it is, Hasbro is working with McFarlane Toys, which is making all the DC toys.
Yeah.
It wouldn't then be unreasonable to think that they could work out some sort of collaboration to give us a Batman transforming Batmobile.
That would be either way, Knight Rider, Batman. I mean, this is just dreaming, right? But yeah. Oh man. Sorry, the picture on the side of the middle one with the guy with the fins.
Yep.
I remember that. We had that toy when I was a kid.
This looks like this might be a retro throwback that might be getting a re-release.
Yeah. I mean, but that just brings me back to my childhood. Anyway, like,
and then we gotta go and we gotta paint give it like a purple mohawk. We gotta make it the punk waddle.
You're right. It's halfway there. It's got the flippers and everything.
Oh, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, I gotta think of kind of find a robot with wings. Anyway, we'll work on that later.
Yeah, I think there was a Beast War penguin.
Oh, okay.
I'll look that up.
All right. Now I want to know. But you said there was a couple of other code names worth looking at?
Yes. Collaboration Project Renaissance.
Okay. What would you think that would be?
So that one sounds like it could be in a half shell, if you don't get my drift.
You think?
I'm thinking it's the turtle van.
No. Renaissance is a turtle van?
Well, I mean, all the turtles are
okay.
Renaissance painters.
Yeah. Okay. No, I like it. I like what you're thinking of it. I mean, it'd be better than like a Knights Templar,
And also, do I have this here or not? No. There was also not too long ago, they did a take on the Wheeljack in the recent movie.
Yeah, and no, Imperatus is right, because they do have the TMNT Mecha kits that they're putting out, because they just I saw the pre-order for the Raphael about a week or two ago, which I'm just not interested, but I do actually have the Leonardo, and I pre-ordered the Michelangelo because he looks like Heavy Arms. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, I have to get that one. But I think, and then Donatello might have a sniper rifle. I don't know if I'm going to get all of them. Shredder looks really awesome, though, on his artwork.
So just to show this off, because Hasbro's been of the mind recently, they want to be able to reuse molds, the toy molds. Yeah. And they did just recently do a Wheeljack for that recent Transformers movie that has a Volkswagen van shape.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
It wouldn't be too hard. Maybe add in an extra little 5mm port or two and put on some extra little like turtle weapons.
And then the turtle front bumper thing, yeah. Retooling the shell a little bit. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus, or you can even just make them Donatello.
Yeah.
With those big old glasses.
True. Yeah.
And yes, they made Wheeljack a Volkswagen bus for that last movie.
Yeah.
Which is why I think if they were gonna probably try to copy the more recent Turtles movies, he's already kind of perfect for a Donatello.
You're not wrong at all. Okay.
And I think, okay, yes, there was one last design here that was being teased with this.
Okay.
Collab Project Tails.
Okay.
I'm thinking, and the article here is also suggesting it. Maybe the plane from Sonic.
Oh. Okay.
Tails. That was Tails' plane.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of where I thought that's on the nose. But I'm not against it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just kind of like, hey, there's some potential toys that could be out there to buy.
Yeah.
Because Hasbro just gears them at the adult collectors, and I'd like to talk about some positive stuff. I mean, something a little more upbeat than like, yeah, by the way, the Gundam factory giant Gundam is being torn down.
That is depressing. Maybe they'll get us another Gundam.
I'd like to see them bring out the G Gundam, because the design isn't too out there. They don't have to worry about as like a lot of like the wind as much with like the wing and those big ass wings that will just do nothing but drag.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of our news. That's kind of our news for the day. Just
all right.
Kind of, hey, we got some good mech stuff.
Mech stuff is always fun.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know, maybe, what do you say? What do you say? If next week want to talk about that Brave series?
Maybe.
I mean, just when you're able to.
Yeah, I think that would be something. 12 episodes I could look at. There's current anime I'm watching, but that's not going to disappear anytime soon. And sometimes I get excited on trying to catch up on every episode, and sometimes I just want to wait and watch a couple episodes of one at a time, or just binge something, because trying to keep up with all the current stuff can be tiresome at times.
I just, this past week, I've gone ahead and I binged through a couple of series that are all caught up right now, so I'm waiting on those.
Yeah.
Now I'm mad.
I mean, I think New Mexico needs a Gundam factory, and they need the Tequila Gundam out front, obviously.
Yeah. And I think for the channel here, we need to adopt the Tequila Gundam as our patron mech.
Okay.
So Tequila Gundam be that name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not against that. I think Drunk Waddle would be okay with that too. Yeah. Tequila Gundam, Tequila of the Week.
Oh my god, what's his name? Break?
Oh crap.
Oh. This mad lad.
That whole episode was hilarious. He's like, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, we'll fake your death. And I did look up, and there is a Penguin Beast Wars, which is amazing. Break? Okay, that was what it was called? Yeah.
Yep, that's his name.
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
Here, let's pull up an image here, because his ass is a cannon.
You're not wrong.
I've got questions, Punk.
Yeah. Well, I am in Texas, so sometimes I have a lot of refried beans.
Did you, by chance, have any of that funny water from across the border?
You know, this might depict the time that I met a man named Montezuma.
He always gets his revenge.
Yeah, he does. Trust me, it's not just it's not just depicted what's depicted here in this wonderful visual. What do you mean something I'm not telling you?
Oh, we're finding out a whole new side of you.
Although his transformation is interesting, that his whole body kind of folds out and the penguin part just shells out weirdly.
Oh my. Oh, okay. So I just on a whim, I'm like, I'm gonna go on eBay real quick and what can I find for this?
All right.
Here, let me. And like the first thing I started finding,
Yeah.
the actual cells.
Okay.
So we could get you a cell of break.
Okay.
Your Mecha patron,
Nice.
or if you want to even have like the full
Well,
like the actual like in robot mode.
well, that's pretty cool too. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. You mean half a pretender? I'm not sure. Not sure I quite appreciate these accusations and being thrown out willy nilly all here. Yeah, just want to say.
Why are you so expensive?
Always.
You're like $90.
Dang. Out of print penguins. That's what you get.
We are gonna have to. We need to start like a petition to Hasbro to like re-release them. And we'll call them the Punk.
Yeah, yeah. Give him a mohawk. We'll one day I'll get famous enough, and then people will make action figures in my name, in my honor.
We need to get Andy Masterson on it.
Yeah, I feel like I probably need to be a little more YouTube famous before I'll get a. But that would be arriving, some sort of arriving, get a custom. It's things I aspire to.
I mean, that's the life. That's the plan. We'll get there. Yeah, we just gotta start doing this a little more often, a little more regular.
Yeah.
But I think I'm all talked out.
Okay.
And unless anyone out there has anything last minute they want to say, bring up, I think we might be getting ready to wrap it up.
I see what you're saying, Vince. Okay. I mean, thanks for letting me
hop
on and tag on at the end here.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you want to keep talking more? Me and my throat.
I mean,
my throat.
Is it important to shower before you paint? I don't know.
You gotta make sure you give it a good wash. Like,
oh, yeah.
Wash your robots. Give them a nice oil bath.
True. Yeah, that's a little hint right there, but I won't. Wilson's birthday this week? Okay. I'll have to talk to Wilton about baking him a cake.
And that's it. I should have done this before, but I'll go ahead and drop a link for you in the chat for your channel.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I need to be more active on that, and that's something I think I can work on in the future.
Fair enough.
And then we'll make sure to lube them up nicely. You got a purty mech, boy. Let me see you lube that up real nice.
I don't wanna.
Get all up in them lug nuts. Uh-huh.
I don't want to work here anymore.
Oh no, you got to do a lube job. Next.
I don't want to be a mechanic anymore.
You should have thought about that before you got into the mech pit.
Wow. You just went Mad Max style. Mad Max style. Yep.
All right. So tomorrow I'm going to be on with Brandon, the anime guy, and Pops and Stone Loki for Talk Hard, where we're delving into something that I guess is kind of mecha adjacent.
What's that?
That, my friend, would be Howl's Moving Castle.
Ah, okay. That explains why you watched it recently. Yeah. I haven't watched it in a long time. I could probably reuse or rewatch myself.
It's not quite how it's like I'm like, yeah, I liked it like all these years ago. I'm like, yeah, this is a great movie. I like it. I'm like kind of coming into it. I'm kind of having a little bit more of a think about it. But why don't I save those thoughts for tomorrow? So
you should. But yeah.
What do you say we hit the eject button here?
Affirmative.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is like it's powered by like a demon who moves this giant castle that's like billowing smoke.
Oh, it sounds like that.
Currents.
What was that movie recently that was based on the books that based about like the mech cities that travel, but the movie sucked and nobody cared? It had a really good concept, and I liked a lot of the art and a lot of the stuff of the movie, but yeah, the storyline sucked.
Mortal Engines?
Yeah, Mortal Engines.
Huh.
Like I said, I heard the books were way better in Mortal Engines. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check it out sometime.
Yeah.
But everyone's heading out, and I think we'll do the same.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Bam, 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 bam.